Hi, so this video is how to get more energy. So I'm someone that really has suffered. I've had medical conditions with energy. Like I've really struggled, like where the battery was never full. And, I'd wake up in the morning and still be tired. And even, like it's like I'd have so much energy. And if you saw me, you'd think I was like one of the most energized people because that was, full of energy. But then that exertion, I'd be in bed for like a day or two. I just really didn't have, like I wasn't coming from a full battery. It was like the battery started on half. And lately, at an age where you'd think you'd be starting to slow down and get more tired, I have so much more energy. So I don't have any problems with feeling as I get older, I get more tired. And yeah, health really helps. And I've been eating like obsessively healthy for my whole life, pretty much. Like I've been plant-based for probably around a decade, pretty much plant-based, like 80%. And, I did all the right things, but I still struggled. And I noticed that when I got into relationships with people and connections that were blissful, and I would have so much energy. I would feel young, I would be youthified, I would spring out of bed in the morning. And I think people often term this, when you fall in love, they say you get this energy. But I don't believe it's really about the falling in love. It's what the falling in love is doing. In my case, this was from mutual relationship experiences where I wasn't chasing. And when I say chasing, chasing isn't as simple as like, there's one connection where I did that. My awakener twin flame, like, oh my God, I definitely chase. But other than that, I am not actually typically in any way a chaser. I don't ever double message, like I'm not a physical chaser, but my energy is chasing. Sometimes people are like, but I don't chase. But you don't have to physically chase the chase. Any time when you're basically like obsessing over a person or thinking about them all the time or worrying about whether they like you or changing yourself in some ways, like hope they like you more, or just not being completely, truly, authentically yourself and holding part of yourself back for fear that it's going to make that person run away or not want to be with you anymore, not fancy you. Like any form of, like chasing is any form of going outside of yourself for another person. And this is in life too, like when we're chasing job opportunities and we're chasing work and we're chasing money and we're going outside of ourselves to look for it in the 3D. And this falling in love thing, you very often come into a feeling of presence, like it kicks you into presence. You have a little bit of presence and you meet this person, that amplifies, you've got like this bubble effect going on, and then you live in that for a bit before you drop out and you go back into your head. It's basically the feeling when you're not in your head, and that's where all the energy is. Whenever you're in a connection and you're in some way chasing because you're analyzing with your mind about whether they like you or wondering if they're going to message you, or you're literally just giving your energy to them. You're like, hey, take all I've got. And then when you're in those mutual relationships, that's why they feel so invigorating and amazing, because there's just like an equal give. And so you basically, whenever you're chasing work, you're chasing money, you're chasing a person, using your mind, not your energy, not your soul, not your beliefs, not by being, but by physically trying to make something happen in 3D or questioning how it's going to happen in 3D. You're just like draining your energy and your life force, and you're basically throwing all your power at these people and just saying, take it, take it, take it, to the point where you're drained, you're depleted. And you can do it with kids as well. And no one's saying you can't be loving. Like, I've had connections where I've been the most giving, nurturing, like, but it's coming from a different place. It's just coming from just pure energy, and you just want to do it. When you're doing it to make somebody love you, when you're doing it with any reason, it's draining. And you're losing part of your authenticity in the process. So yeah, this was a short video, but that is how to get more energy. You know, my energy has gone threefold since I learned not to chase things in the physical and basically just get out of your own head and get out of your own thoughts. Very Eckhart Tolle, but you know, that is where the energy comes from. The energy is from within. We don't seek it from like outside things. Even eating healthy and all these lifestyle things, they're great. I love doing them. You know, I think they help with the belief, but they're not actually, you know, where your energy comes from. So I hope that helped. I'd love to hear your experiences, and thank you for listening.